Department of State Services has said that the unlawful arrest and detention of a young Nigerian businessman based in Asaba, Delta State, Anthony Okole, was ordered by President Muhammadu Buhari. Okole was arrested at Asaba and later transferred to the DSS headquarters in Abuja, where he was unlawfully detained for at least 10 weeks for purchasing and using an MTN mobile telephone line previously used but abandoned by Hannah, president's daughter. Okole, through his lawyer, has since sued the DSS, Anan and MTN for the breach of his fundamental rights. He had earlier revealed that DSS officials informed him that Anan ordered his arrest and that she was contacted 3 times to back up her claims but failed to show up, prompting the secret police to release the young businessman. But in twist of events, the DSS has now said that it received official letter of instruction from the presidency dated July 5, 2019, upon which it acted to arrest Okole. In an affidavit deposed to at the Federal High Court, Asaba, where the case is being heard, the DSS said Okole's purchase and use of the MTN mobile telephone line formerly belonged to Anan was a classified national security issue, upon which basis the security outfit had no option than to arrest him. Reacting to the latest developments, Okole's lawyer, Tope Akinyode, national president of Revolutionary Lawyers Forum, said the Nigerian Constitution made no provision of any kind for first family and the involvement of the presidency in the matter was a disgraceful deployment of state apparatus for personal gains. Meanwhile, telecommunications company MTN has argued that it did not transfer absolute right of ownership of the SIM card to Okole because it was a national asset which cannot be personalized. The matter is scheduled to come up on March 3rd before Justice Nnamdi Dingba for hearing. I believe that everything will be swept under the carpet. I think initially the presidency was feigning ignorance, even the DSS and the president's daughter, they didn't say anything. They were trying to as if, all this I don't care attitude and what have you. You can imagine somebody spending 10 weeks unjustly, for what he did not do. At the end of the day, they just released him. And from what we heard initially was that the guy Okole was compelled to sign an undertaking that is not going to sue the DSS after everything, and the guy agreed. But as soon as he left, because he wanted to leave, he had to sign that he's not going to sue them. But as soon as he left, and that was when this whole thing started coming up. And since then, the presidency, they've not said anything. But because the guy is taking it up, trying to sue them, we are hearing different things. And the same DSS that was saying, oh, this and this and that, now they are coming to tell us now, claiming that Buhari ordered the arrest and is unlawful of a businessman who brought SIM card previously used by his daughter. The DSS has now said that it received official letter of instruction from the presidency dated July 5, 2019, upon which it acted to arrest Okole. That is how it is in this country. Nothing can be done without putting any form of sentiment. Nobody is above the law. Nobody should be kept unjustly. Nobody should be detained unduly. Like they always tell us, to bail anyone from the police detention or from police custody is free. That bail is free. But in reality, that is not the way it is. They will tell you nobody is supposed to be kept more than 24 hours or 48 hours. But all of those things are just things written on paper, but in reality, they are not. So we don't even know which is which in this country. The only thing is that if you are influential, anything goes. But if you are nobody, you are going to suffer a long time. And that is what we have been experiencing. You just see that some people just be locked without any justification. They will just be detained without anything. Some people just be walking on the streets, and the nursing police will just grab them and that will be the end. Some might even stay there 10 years, 5 years, as the case may be. A lot of things are just going on in this country. Nobody trusts anybody. It's very, very unfortunate that this kind of a thing will be happening, from the presidency. Of course, we know the way they have been handling a lot of issues, a lot of, disobedience to court order, yet they want the masses to be law abiding. It's not going to work like that. Now, because now the lawyer is taking it up, now the DSS is now confessing that Buhari ordered the arrest, and they never said anything before now. Someone says here, DSS, please publish a copy of the letter for us to know who is lying. No matter the presidency connection, the law must follow its course. Who is the presidency? Who is the judiciary? Who is the one in control of the law? Everything will be swept under the carpet unless they are going to press forward. If not, they will use their power to intimidate everybody involved in this matter. So this is not something that happened to president's daughter only. Only it happens to me also. If you are using a particular number, you dump the line network. The network will sell it to another fellow. Why the issues of arrest? And the guy was detained for 10 weeks. Oh my goodness. Do you know what it means? For 10 weeks. For 10 weeks. And that is why a lot of people go in for what they never bargained for 10 weeks. And at the end of the day, they just released the guy without anything. Not that maybe they sued him or they found him guilty of anything. Nothing. They just released him like that. And they were telling him to sign on the undertaking that he's not going to sue them because they knew that they detained him unjustly. And the guy, was so smart because he wanted to leave. You can imagine you were just walking or you were just somewhere. According to what the guy narrated, that they caught somebody that once, that is a long story. We don't want to even go to that. But what has been done, which is really bad, was that they detained him unjustly for 10 weeks. What he never bargained for, everything that he was planning at that time, stood still. Now they are telling us the president's daughter she was busy, she was that. The DSS, going back and forth, and people were trying to maybe the DSS, they were really trying to be overzealous, because they wanted to make it seem that they are working, and people have been abusing them. But today now they are now coming to tell us they didn't act on their own, that the president ordered the arrest of this businessman Okoli, and that is the bone of contention now. So like we said, let us see how they are going to take it further. I mean the lawyer, how they are going to stand by what they believe is right. Someone says here, Chai, I love this guy fighting for his right. What Buhari is turning Nigeria into can best be described as a monarchy. For him to be ordering personal arrest on a national issue for his family is not explainable. DSS should not be allowed to be using like errand boys. Law of the land. You have to work according to the law, even if you don't know what the law look. For somebody who knows it, receiving letter from presidency doesn't mean you should not use your senses in carrying out the order. Is that to say the child has no knowledge of his father's action? If the father's educational background is questionable, don't she boast of first? Did she not boast of first class honor in photography, like head tie, like rapper, like father, like daughter? The child of tyrants can only be tyrant. Shame on you. God fight for the helpless. Learn your lesson. Only God is I am that does not change. Okay? Okole, if you need more lawyer, I will suggest I will get you one. Please sort out your problem with the court. Please, in as much I don't love Buhari and his government, but that greedy man is very wrong. Who is that greedy man that this one is talking about? Someone say, how? Can you please tell us why he's wrong? Or have you been doing before you buy SIM? What have you been doing before you buy SIM? You ask who use it. Do you always ask who use a SIM before buying it? That's what the person is asking. And they say, who is greedy? Is the man. Please, who is greedy? I don't know. Somebody that they detained for 10 weeks unjustly. And they say the man is greedy. Greedy about what? Injustice will kill some Nigerians. Nigerians, God will arrest Buhari if he indeed orders such arrest. It is the DSS that is saying that. But tomorrow now you will hear them, we didn't say that again. And just like somebody said, that you go and settle your case in court. Stop coming to the pages of newspaper and be telling us what is not. Let them go and settle themselves. They are claiming that Buhari ordered, asked them, gave them letter to arrest the boy. Now, we don't know what the presidency will be saying at the end of the day. So guys, let's have your take concerning the whole thing. Leave your comment below and let's learn from you. Thank you very much. Bye.